What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. This right here and the next few matches you guys are going to see is from the first Money Pot Rumble hosted by Lorcana Fran. Shout out to her. It was a great experience overall. I met a lot of people from Lorcana Fran to Phil the Judge. And first I'm going to the store, Top Choice Gaming. Really big store, really organized. Everything's amazing. Saw a lot of content creator, a lot of people that do Instagram related to Lorcana, and other YouTubers that post videos on Lorcana. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to the community. It was such a great time. I was a little tired because I worked the night before. Didn't get enough sleep, but that's no excuse. Overall, it was great. Can't wait for the next tournament, and I'm sure the next tournament is going to be even better. But let's get into this match. To the left is me running Ruby Amethyst. I think Ruby Amethyst 100% came back after the ban. I don't think it was dead. I just don't think it was S tier. But now without Ruby Sapphire being everywhere, I think I'm comfortable to say that Ruby Amethyst is S tier and it's back. And some people might not like this, but I think we're going to move to a Ruby Amethyst meta. And maybe Ruby Amethyst is going to get Be Prepared ban or something. But I do think Ruby Amethyst is back 100%. And to the right, it's a friend of mine. He is on Blurple. He's been running Blurple for quite some time. I think he knows how to run Blurple really, really well. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people in the community that believe and love Blurple. I've tried it once, didn't know how to run it, didn't like it, but I do think it's a good deck. I know a lot of people on Ruby Amethyst are running the Peter Pan and the whole evasive rush tech. I was not in that tech. Actually, I was on Peter Pan before any list was published, before anyone neck deck, because that's what everyone does. I was on Peter Pan Shadow on my locals, but I wasn't on Iago or Moana or Maui Half Shark. I pretty much just put him for another answer for Diablo. But my deck wasn't like rush evasive or whatever. And before this tournament, actually, I was at McDonald's with my cousin. And I was like, I don't think I need this. I think I'd rather remove it because it's uninkable. And I'd rather put something that is inkable. To my surprise, every Ruby Amethyst player that was in this tournament was running Peter Pan Shadow and the whole evasive and rush package and whatnot. And turns out that there was a lot of deck lists leaked from this big tournament, I think in Europe or something. And that's what they were running, and people all of a sudden net deck and just were playing that tech. But it is good. I'm not going to lie, it is good. It might be the new way of running Ruby Amethyst. It might be the new meta. I think evasives are a problem, and if you don't have an answer, they gain you a lot of lore, or they're able to sing songs without worrying about anything. And Genie and Elsa have such a big defense that it takes a while to get rid of them. But with Iago, or even like if you have Maui Half Shark, he takes out anything. And if you already have Peter Pan Shadow and you are not questing with him, your opponent might not quest, fearing that you're going to drop Maui Half Shark and just get rid of their card. Plus, by getting an action, and that can pivot the whole tournament, well, the whole match. So it is really good. I kind of do feel dumb by taking it out, actually. But overall, you live and learn. It is what it is. and that's pretty much it. But my opponent has Genie, he has Broom, and he has Crab on the board with the library. I only have a Diablo. Um, I opted to do Medusa because I could have gotten rid of his library, and honestly, this is the conversation. As you guys saw that I pointed at the library. As soon as I dropped Medusa, I'm like, you know what? I should have just let you quest it with Genie, but I should have gotten rid of your library right now instead of a turn later. But that was my mistake, especially because he has 9 inks. He might have 2 cards in hand, but Blurple runs Elsa, it runs Hades, and oh, he only had 1 card. And the reason why I removed Broom, because I don't want him to get 2 cards, just 1. But I did forget, he might have Let It Goes, he might have Answers, and I still can take out Library. And huge mistake, because now I have to be prep, and he draws a lot of cards. I should have just gotten rid of Library. Huge mistake from my part. His library is still gaining him lore. Got him card draw. Really, really bad play for me. But it was a big tournament. And even though he's a friend of mine, I don't expect him to let me take a play back in a tournament that is cash prize. Personally, me, I wouldn't have either. But yeah. So he summons Genie and the Scrooge. Just applying pressure because he knows I have to enter his whole board. Otherwise, it's GG's. And even if I board wipe him, his library will still give him a card draw. But I'm able to remove his library, board wipe. But he still has a lot of cards, a lot of ink. Summons Genie. And then he also summons another card or another library, just to top it off. And he inks, plays 2 for GOAT, and moves Genie. And it's a GG. First round, he takes it. I board wipe him, but he goes to 18 with his library. He goes to 19, and GOAT for game. GOAT is still amazing. I know some Blurple players do not run GOAT, and it's understandable. But I think GOAT is still amazing, especially if you have foxes, even if you don't have snakes. But if you have snakes and foxes, I think GOAT is a must-have. Round 2, let's go. I know game 1, he completely took over. He went first, great advantage. But this is round 2. I played Diablo for 1, and on my second turn, I played the Pegasus. Pegasus are there only for Diablo, to be honest. He does trade pretty good into Smeed, into like Calhoun, into like any 3/3 body. He trades really well, and he also helps me with like removing locations. And my Ruby Amethyst list was quote unquote spicy because I removed completely all of the bounce. No foxes, no snake. I was running GOAT, but I removed all of the spice. All of the bounce for some spice. And let's just say I didn't like it. The bounce is just too good, man. Being able to gain multiple lores with GOAT, being able to reuse your Medusas, your Tremaine. Technically, if you bounce something, you're healing them. It's just so good. Again, I wanted to have something different, something spicy, but it didn't work out so good. I didn't get 2-0 at all. Let's just leave it like that. I did won a few matches. Let's leave it at that too. But I was not in the finals, unfortunately. If you made it this far, drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for anything Lorcana. I will start doing deck profiles 100%. I think deck profiles videos are really good, and I'll just start making better content. But let's continue. I'm at 3. He's at 0. He has a Tipo. He ramped turn 2, obviously, with Tipo. But I'm applying pressure with the library. Just getting passive lore. He cannot get rid of it. So I'm just gaining and gaining. I'm at 4. Going to 5 ink. So that's really good. And Elsa, and I remove his Chernobog because I do not want him to draw. If you're able to stop your opponent from drawing, or you're able to deplete their hand, it's really good. You're not allowing them to see the answers that they are looking for. So always go to Chernobog, no matter what. He hits my Genie, then summons Belle to remove my Elsa. Such a good play. Right now, as you guys can see, he has 3 characters. I only have a location. Come on, Swift. I didn't get my lore. Damn, that sucks. I played 4 for Genie, drawing a card. I do remember to get my lore, and I moved Genie. I know my library was going to get removed, but I was like, you know what? Let me just move my Genie. The ink is there. Why not? And I'm sipping on coffee because I'm really tired. Like I said, I worked the night before. I got like maybe 3 hours of sleep and went to go play to a big tournament that lasted like maybe 7 hours. I'm able to remove his library instantly with Genie and Maui. And I passed turn, still being at 6 ink. For some reason, I was on 12 uninkables. 12, which is a low number. And for some reason, I kept getting my uninkables. There was times where I was just like, on turn 4, I had to pass because I didn't have an ink. I couldn't do anything, or I was forced to do something weird. It was just so dumb. I felt like my deck knew I was tired and it wasn't working properly. It has never happened to me. I've ran 14 uninkables, 15 uninkables, and it has never performed this bad. But maybe it's also because I wasn't running the bounce package. Because with the bounce package, you could bounce something and ink whatever you bounce. Obviously, it has to be inkable. But that's like a for sure ink, if you get what I'm saying. But right here, I'm thinking what to do. He went wide. I got to enter his board. He has a Genie. I got to get rid of that Belle because she is questing for 2. So I'm like, all right, what do I do? I was winning in the beginning. Now he's at 6 lore, and I'm at 5. So I'm like, all right, I got to do something. I brought his Genie, take out his Belle, and I think I take out... Oh, no, I had just summoned Genie, so I couldn't take out his Tipo. But now we're at 2/2 characters, which is not bad. He summons Elsa, exerting my Maui, hitting it with Crab to kill it, boosting up Elsa to get rid of my Genie. Such a good play. Such a good play. I summon Elsa, getting rid of its Tipo. And I was like, all right, let's go. He summons Cogsworth. Cogsworth is so good, man. Just having that ward, not being able to target it, and giving that resist 1 is so good. I empty out my hand, dropping the 1-drops, because I know if he has Hades, he could only target 1 card, not 2. And I also need the card draw from Broom and Diablo. So, and it's something that he has to answer no matter what. So, I'm going and I'm like, all right, this is good. I feel like I'm in a good position right here. So, unfortunately, my camera did not decide to record round 3. But just to sum it up, I beat him game 2. Game 3, he won. So it was best of 3. He did beat me twice, which sucks losing, especially because we drove an hour just to get there. First round, you get to face a homie, and knowing that one of you guys is going to lose sucks, you know. If it was a best of 2, maybe you can split and just go, you know, fuck it, we'll get 3 points each. But best of 3, there's no way of splitting. You just, one of you guys got to take the L, accept it, and move on, you know. It's bad, but that's reality, you know. Anyways, let's continue this match. I'm at 12. He's at 2. I am rocking Flynn. That's part of my spice. I gained 3 lures thanks to Flynn. I board wipe him again with Big Sisu, but he gets card draw. And I quest with Flynn. He did his job. Even if he gets removed, it's fine. He did what he was supposed to. He plays 4 for Rabbit. I'm feeling good because I have Sisu. And he takes out Flynn. And I'm like, all right, I could quest 1 for 3 going to 19, which is really good. And I'm like, cool, I'll quest going to 19. And at this time, I'm just applying pressure. I'm just trying to see what I do. Put something that's not exerted. But he's able to Hades my evasive character. I Medusa his Hades. And I'm like, it's a GG. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned to the next match. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.